You weren't the problem. The problem was their obsession with control. Think of it like this. When someone loses their grip on a rope, they don't blame their weak hand. They blame the rope for slipping away. That's what they did to you. They tried to twist the story, to frame you as reckless, unstable, the villain. But underneath it all, the truth was simple. They couldn't puppeteer you anymore. They couldn't dictate your words, your movements, your choices, and in that frustration, they turned you into their enemy. But here's where the story gets interesting. They weren't actually fighting you. They were fighting their own powerlessness. It was their reflection in the mirror that terrified them, not your freedom. They were staring at a version of themselves that had no control, no influence, no command. That is what scared them the most. You didn't rage, you didn't fight back, you simply stepped away from their script. And without your role in their performance, the entire stage fell silent. History, again, repeats itself here. Do you know what terrified ancient kings more than armies? It wasn't rebellion. It was indifference. When the people stopped listening, the throne stopped mattering. When the audience leaves the theater, the actors on stage are just people in costumes. That's what your absence has done. Without your presence, without your participation, they look around and realize the crown they wore was nothing more than paper. So now they're finally seeing it. Their narrative no longer sticks. The world, or at least the people around you, are beginning to see through the cracks. They notice you never started the chaos. You never picked the fight. All you did was refuse to be owned. That's the twist, chosen one, the thing that flips the script. And now, all their lies, their accusations, their noise, it looks desperate, it looks weak, because deep down, everyone knows the truth. And you, chosen one, need to hold on to this truth like a shield. You were never the problem. You were the one they couldn't control. And when control is all someone has, losing it feels like losing everything. That's why they feared you. That's why they smeared you. That's why they wanted the world to see you as dangerous. But in reality, you were dangerous only to their illusion. The universe always exposes what's false. It always shines light on lies. And that's what's happening now. Slowly but surely, people are seeing it for what it is. The empire they built in their mind was nothing but a circus. And without your part in it, the show collapsed. And the most powerful thing you can do now is smile, because their loss of control is not your burden to carry.